How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. Today I'm doing a MegaGargomon deck profile that everyone's been asking for, so without any further wait, here it is. This deck profile will begin with the egg cards. We run 5 eggs. We've got 4 of the new Gamimon from EX2. Let me flip those over for you so you can see the beautiful alt art. This card allows you to draw one when one of your opponent's Digimon becomes suspended. This comes up quite a bit, and it's a very good egg. And for the 5th egg, you can use whatever you want, but I like to use Argomon. The gain 1 memory on unsuspend actually does happen quite a bit, and it can be super helpful to help extend your plays. Very epic eggs. We love to see them. For our rookies, we are running the Terriermon package, which is just like all the Terriermons basically. We got 4 of the new Terriermon from EX2. It's got a really great ability. Once per turn, when you play a tamer, gain a memory. This comes up a lot with, we run a lot of tamers in this deck, so like you play Izzy for 1, Mimi for 3. It's pretty nice. And then when you Evo, it helps buff up your Gargomons, your Rapidmons, etc. Because when you suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, which you'll be doing a lot, your Digimon gains 2000 DP for the turn. Very nice. Rookie. 4 of those. We also got 4 of the Searcher Terriermon. This is really nice. It helps you find some of your pieces. You can search for a Rapid or a Gargo. It's pretty nice. Like that a lot. And then our last 4 Terriermons are these beautiful alt art. Your opponent can't gain memory except with Tamer Effects Terriermon. It's a classic. We love this card. It's really great, and the alt art is very beautiful. So those are our rookies. There's 12. And I don't think I'd run anything else. I think the Terriermon is really important to the deck, and it helps you go into like your Rapids for cheaper, so I think it's pretty necessary. Next, for our level 4s, we've got 1 of the BT3 Gargo. His ability is pretty nice. He gets plus 1000 for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon, and he's a 1 cost to Evo, so that's super nice for memory choking, or if you have like a Willis, you can maybe go into it for free. Kinda nice. We got 4 of the new Gargomon from EX2. He helps buff up your Digimon and his inherited traits when you suspend something. And he also has a cool ability that when this Digimon with Digivolve, if you have a green tamer, which you probably will, you can reduce the cost by 1. So it makes your ultimates a little bit cheaper. One of the strongest champions in the deck is the Rapidmon. We run 4 of those. Really like Rapidmon. Super strong champion. It costs 3 to Digivolve on a Terrier. All of our rookies are Terriers, so you're going to usually be going into it for 3 or less, depending if you have a Willis or an Izzy in play. You can be reducing that cost even more. Super good card. Would not play the deck without Rapidmons. And our last 2, we got two Arbors. 1, 2, just to close out the game. It's nice to have, or maybe if you're bricking, you can Evo it as well, but it's just nice to have it when you need it. Next, for our ultimates, we got a few. We've got, I really like Chimera in this deck. We've got 2 Chimera. You're running quite a few champions, so sometimes you just need a Jogress play to help get into your Mega, or maybe you want to clear the board. I don't know. This card's really great. Just put it in everything. Why not? We got 4 that are on theme for the deck, which is the 4 Rapidmon. He's super great. He can suspend on Evo. You're already reducing the Evo maybe, either with your Willis or with Izzy or with the champion that lets you reduce cost. So he's not always going to cost 3, but he can. And his inherited is when your opponent's Digimon becomes suspended, you get Sec plus 1. Helps you close out the game a little bit quicker. I like this ultimate quite a bit. And then just for reducing cost, we got the Blossomon and the Argomon. You can play like whatever you want. You can have 2 Blossom, or you can even have like take out some Rapids for more Blossom and Argo if you feel like that cheap cost really matters to you. But I found that I was whiffing a lot on my searches with the Terriermon when I had more Blossoms in the deck. So I just put 1 on 1. Why not, right? And then for our Megas, I got quite a few. for this one. I went with the ratios of 1 Nidhogg, 2 of the MegaGargo from, what set are you from? From BT3, and 3 from the new set. They kind of have the same ability, more or less. Like, this one suspends 1 for each green tamer you have in play, and then they don't unsuspend. And he also bounces back Digimon equal to his DP. And we saw in a lot of our inherited traits, we're buffing up his DP. It's 13k base, but it could go up to like 15 or maybe even 17, right? So you can pretty much remove anything with this Digimon. This one also can suspend, and then they can't unsuspend until the next turn, and he gets Sec +1 on top of the Rapid. You'd be doing Sec +2, right? So that's pretty strong. And he is 11k base, but that's going to get buffed up with our other Digimon. You might also notice they cost 5 and 4, but we can reduce this cost with our Izzies, with our Willis as well. So you could be looking at 3 costs potentially or less. And then Nidhogg, of course, just really nice if your opponent has a big board. Put everything to the bottom of the deck. It's just a good card. You want to probably have that in most green decks, so it's always a nice auto include. Love to see it. And then we actually have 2 level 7s as well, just because we're so scared. We're so scared of D-Reaper. So we have 2 Chaosmons, and I don't know, sometimes you might use it for something else. The Piercing's nice, and it kind of has like Blitz, like without having Blitz, you know, it's kind of cool. We like Chaosmon. He's got the Leomon sword, it's pretty cool. 2 Chaosmon. And then our Tamers. The Tamer ratio, I think, needs some work, but I'll let you see what we have here, and you can choose for yourself what you would like for your own deck. We've got 3 of the new Tamer, Henry Wong, Memory Setter, the classic, of course. And he's got this really cool ability when you attack with a Rapid or a Gargo, which like a lot of your Digimon are, you can suspend him to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. You want to be suspending all the time, so having this Tamer out is pretty strong. And our other Memory Setter is Mimi. Mimi works super great with, if you have level 5 or higher, you can suspend her to promote or hatch an egg. So I found this works really well with the deck because we're also running 3 Willis. And Willis's ability is hatch an egg. So maybe if you have Mimi out, you could, you know, Willis hatch the egg, Digivolve, tap Mimi, bring out a new Digimon. I think that's kind of cool, kind of a fun play. It doesn't come up too much, but it can, and it's pretty fun when it happens, so I like that. And Willis has got this really cool ability. When you would Digivolve one of your Digimon into a Gargomon or Rapidmon, you can suspend him to reduce the cost by 1. So you're doing that a whole lot with this deck, so I really like the Willis. There is also 1 Izzy. And I feel like these are interchangeable. Like you could have 2 Izzy, 2 Willis maybe, or I don't know. I've seen some people run like 3 Izzy. I'm not really sure how you'd work those ratios, but it's up to you. This comes up a lot too. It's super clutch when you have it, so I don't know. Tamer ratios maybe need a little bit of work, but these are the Tamers that I like to use, and they all come up, and they're all pretty cool. And then finally, the last little bit of the deck is just the options. There's 3 total options. We got a green memory boost. It's very cute. I think they're eating a salad. And it just like lets you search your pieces, basically, and like that extra memory is always helpful. We got the Finals Flower Cannon. It's pretty good. It helps you suspend. With Izzy, you can make this cost 1. And it can help you trigger some of your when suspending effects, and in security it can really save you as it suspends all of your opponent's Digimon. So I really like Flower Cannon as a one of. I don't know if you would consider running it or not, but I like it, so it's in the deck. And the last one is Hidden Potential Discovered. This is just an auto include in pretty much any green deck, and we got those expensive megas, so it's super nice to go into them for not their costs, right? So yeah. That's the deck profile. I really enjoy playing this deck casually. It's definitely not a competitive deck, but it is fun and it is cool. And it's got a dog with jeans and yeah, I don't know, pretty cool deck. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this deck profile.